Welcome everybody, I'm back. This is Jim Newport here, and I'm just letting you know that we're back and we're being told that they are starting at pick 32, pick number the 32nd pick. And the 32nd pick that is in this draft is one of the Uso brothers. It is Jey Uso. So here's another one of those. Is the tag team going to be split up? And if it is, how would the Usos actually go about this? Because Jey Uso is now staying with Raw, but will Jimmy actually be going with him? The next, the 33rd pick of this draft is Finley. Finley has been working behind the scenes, and he's going to be helping the talent on the SmackDown brand. So now the 34th pick this draft is, wow, just a couple of picks ago we had Jey Uso going to stay on Raw, but as of now the Usos are now split up because Jimmy Uso is now property of the SmackDown brand. So Jimmy and Jey Usos are no longer a tag team. So Jimmy Uso is now part of the SmackDown brand. The 35th pick of this draft, Mark Henry is going to be on SmackDown. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, is going to be on SmackDown. The 36th pick of this draft. Behind the scenes, once again, we got Joey Mercury, and he's going to be on Raw. The 37th pick in this draft, Kofi, he is on Raw. So where was Big E? I can't remember. Right now, the New Day is still together because on the 23rd pick, we had Big E staying on Raw. So two of the three of the New Day is still together. So right now, two out of three, it's like 2/3 of New Day is still together. So will they be able to pull a trifecta and stay together, or will poor Xavier Woods be on his own on the SmackDown brand? We're gonna find out later in this draft. So we're now getting a 38th pick for this draft. The 38th pick was just picked, and it is D. Brian Kendrick, and he is going to be with the SmackDown brand. The Brian Kendrick is going to be with the SmackDown brand. The 39th pick of this draft is Cesaro. So Sheamus and Cesaro is no longer a team. Sheamus was the 16th pick and he stayed on Raw, but as of now, Cesaro is back on his own as he is now being the 39th pick and he is going to be on SmackDown. So Cesaro and Sheamus is no longer a team. This is world of splitting up teams right now. The 40th pick of this draft is Maurice. Maurice and the Miz are staying together. The Miz was the 24th pick, and the 40th pick is Maurice. So she gets to stay with her husband, and she is going to stay on the Raw brand. So I know they both were sweating bullets, wondering what was getting ready to happen, but no more sweating unless you are the opponents of Miz, and that's gonna make for better Miz TV, I guess. The 41st pick in this draft, Booker T is gonna be with SmackDown. So one of my favorite commentators and the five-time champion, he is going to be with the SmackDown brand. So now the 42nd pick of this draft, Eric Rowan. He is now part of Raw. So as of right now, he may, if they can get over their differences, Luke Harper and him may want to form a partnership again, or it could be a ongoing rivalry as he is now on Raw. The 43rd pick of this draft, Xavier Woods. And as of right now, all of New Day have just pulled off what was first thought to be the unthinkable. So that is nothing but straight positivity, because as of now, the entire New Day is together and they are all on Raw. So they may have a chance to be your new WWE World Tag Team Champions once again, as they are all together. Now for the 44th pick of this draft, Luke Gallows. Luke Gallows is now going to be on SmackDown. So Luke Gallows is going to be part of the SmackDown brand. And so that just makes us wonder if Carl Anderson is going to be joining him, or will they be splitting up. So the 45th pick of this draft. Wow. So now we're getting to the McMahons, and Shane McMahon is now on he is now on Raw. So Shane McMahon is being forced on TV or behind the scenes, and he is now on Raw. So if he wants to continue to work, and we don't even know what work would mean for him, he is going to be on the Raw brand. So the 46th pick, Charlotte is going to stay with SmackDown. So Charlotte have just been picked. Woo! She have just been picked by them to go to SmackDown. So Charlotte is now staying with SmackDown. So this has got to be okay with her. So for our 47th pick, Bob Backlund. Mr. Bob Backlund had been in the corner of Darren Young, but we don't know if he's going to continue to be a manager or if he's going to actually do retirement or what. But if he's going to continue to be within the WWE, he's going to have to do it on the SmackDown brand. So I 48th pick this draft, Jamie Knoble, who is going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes work. He's going to be doing any behind the scenes work for Raw. So Jamie Knoble, one of the well known and used to be decent wrestlers in the business, he is going to be a part of the Raw brand. So the 49th pick of this draft, Sami Zayn is going to SmackDown. Sami Zayn is a member of the SmackDown brand. That just sets us up for, one of the greatest rivalries with him and Kevin Owens, as Kevin Owens is still part of SmackDown brand, and it sets us up for what is known as the 50th pick of this draft. And the 50th pick of this draft is, wow, Stephanie McMahon is joining her brother Shane on Raw. So, what is this gonna mean? Or will they actually get over their differences and actually try to band together to do something against this Saint Dez, or will they actually still continue to fight with amongst themselves and have all these problems? And that also means that Triple H and Stephanie are split, as Triple H is on SmackDown, Stephanie is on Raw. The 51st pick is Michael Hayes, and he is actually with the Raw brand, and he's been doing a lot of the road agent work, and he is actually sitting there, I guess, happy because he's gonna stay with Raw and continue to work if he don't decide to retire. So we're going with the 52nd pick, and Baron Corbin, the lone wolf, gets to stay home, and he is going to be on the SmackDown brand, still terrorizing and doing what he do best, and that is destroying people. So right now, a lot of the SmackDown brand is staying pretty much the same, except for some curves here and there. But right now, a lot of the top tier guys is staying the same for SmackDown. For the 53rd pick, Arn Anderson, behind the scenes man. Arn, he is going to be doing his work for the SmackDown brand. So the 54th pick, and that is Carl Anderson. So where was Lou Gallows? We are no longer Anderson and Gallows are no longer a team. Oh my goodness, this is so groundbreaking. Almost no teams is staying together as of right now. Anderson and Gallows is no longer a team because Gallows was picked by SmackDown on the 44th pick, and just 10 picks later on the 54th pick, Carl Anderson is now part of Raw. The 55th pick of this draft, and it is Goldust. Goldust is going to go to SmackDown. So we don't know if R-Truth and Goldust is gonna be cool or if they still gonna be feuding. But as of now, we know that Goldust is gonna be with the SmackDown brand. So the 56th pick, it is one of the referees, one of the well-known referees, Charles Robinson. It's gonna be doing his reffing on the SmackDown brand. The 57th pick, Nikki Bella is going to SmackDown. So right now, Cena and Nikki is going to have a little bit of problems, as they are not going to be seeing each other as much as they would like, because Nikki, if she's going to do any wrestling, she's going to have to do it on SmackDown. Now we're going to a 58th pick. And wow, as of now, the entire McMahon family, except for Linda herself, is on the Raw show. So it makes you wonder, is Vince McMahon going to be able to pull his kids together to try to regain control of his once proud baby? Or is this just a way for St. Diz to prove to everybody in the entire world that he can run SmackDown better and beat Vince McMahon at his own game, and to take his not only heart but soul away from him by defeating him? We are on the 59th pick, and with the 59th pick of this draft, we have Scott Armstrong, and another person behind the scenes. He is going to be working on Raw. So for our next pick, and it is our 60th pick, and it's going to be Fandango. So our 60th pick is Fandango, and he is going to SmackDown. So Fandango is staying on SmackDown. So our 61st pick is Rhino is going to Raw. So will Rhino actually join Heath Slater, or will Rhino actually have to go at it alone if he's going to continue to work in this business? So for a 62nd pick, Tyler Breeze and Fandango is going to stay together. So the Fashion Police is still doing what they do. So Tyler Breeze is going to be staying on SmackDown. So for our 63rd pick, we're going to have Sasha Banks going to SmackDown. So Sasha is going to be working on the SmackDown brand. So our 64th pick is going to be Epico. So Epico is going to Raw. So our 65th pick, Neville is going to SmackDown. And this new Neville, the king of the cruiserweights, he is going to be on SmackDown. We are going to our 66th pick, and Primo is going to be on there. And Primo is on SmackDown. We're getting through here, folks. We're on the 67th pick in this draft. It's rolling by pretty good now. So now Big Cass and Enzo, we know that Enzo is gonna stay on Raw, but will Big Cass be staying with him, or will we always have the night that all tag teams had to split? Because this could be another shocker as we get ready for our 68th pick. And it is Curt Hawkins. He is going to be working on Raw as well. So our 69th pick is going to be, wow, another shocker. Cass and Enzo is no longer a team. Cass is just been drafted by SmackDown. So at the 67th and 69th pick, we have just split up another team. So this is just unreal what is going on now. So our 70th pick is Curtis Axel. And Curtis Axel is with Raw. Our 71st pick. Sin Cara is going to Raw. So 72nd pick. Braun Strowman. And Roman Reigns is going to be able to rekindle their hatred for each other because Braun is going to go back to Raw, and maybe they will get to break each other's neck as they've been trying to do so many months now. Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan is split up as well as the newly parents is going to have to find a new way to get time to spend time with their little girl because Brie is on Raw. At least she has John Cena as a companion to hang out with. For our 74th pick, we have Connor from the Ascension. So, will Connor and Victor actually be part of this curse of today as Connor is going to Raw, but will Victor actually be joining him and still be part of this wrestling drought of craziness that's going on? Right now, Mike Rotunda is going to continue his behind the scene work on the Raw brand. The 76th pick, and that is Bo Dallas, who's been in a believable moment. He needs to believe better because he's been stinking up the place with his losses, but he gets a chance to revitalize himself on the SmackDown brand. So that was with the 76th pick. So the 77th pick, this crazy drawn to the end of the world draft. R-Truth, he is no longer with Goldust. So again, we are breaking up friends, family, and everything with this weird, crazy draft. R-Truth is going to Raw, so no longer Golden Truth. The 78th pick, Summer Rae. Summer Rae have just came back to the WWE, and she is going to be on Raw. Oh my goodness. So Summer Rae is on Raw. Tyson Kidd, if he's able to wrestle again, which I think he will be, he is going to actually be wrestling on Raw. I can wonder if Natalya is going to be following him there, as everything else has been crazy tonight. With our 80th pick in this draft, Simon Gotch is going to be working his jobs and stuff right there on SmackDown. So Simon Gotch is going to be doing his work on the SmackDown brand. So the 81st pick, Titus ONeil is going to be going to the SmackDown brand. Titus ONeil is going to the SmackDown brand. The 82nd pick of this draft. Alicia Fox is going to the SmackDown brand. So we have 3 straight down the line picks for SmackDown, and they are Simon Gotch, Titus ONeil, and Alicia Fox. And she is getting ready to try to revitalize her career on the SmackDown brand. So the 83rd pick in this draft. Jack Swagger. We thought he had left, but Jack Swagger is actually still trying to tell we the people what to do, as he's going to go back onto Raw to tell we the people that we need to see him some more. So Jack Swagger is on Raw. The 84th pick. Victor is on SmackDown. Therefore, the Ascension is no more. Another victim of this break it up. There is no more Ascension, as Victor and Connor have been split up. Victor of the Ascension is now part of the SmackDown brand, and Connor is with the Raw brand. And now we are going to the 85th pick, but no more Ascension. Lana and Russo. Where is Russo? Because for some reason I want to say Russo winds up, and I'm going to have to stop here.